Hi, I'm Amanda Luttrell, and I'm so excited to be sharing this video with you today. What we're sharing is a company called Mannatech Incorporated, but what we put together is a series of stories from real people with real results from the products of Mannatech. So to tell you my story, 27 years ago, I joined the company to actually get out of my job. I was working as a banker in Canada, and I was looking for a way out of such a stressful situation. So I had a look at Mannatech, and what got me excited about this company back then, 27 years ago, was they said they had discovered the secret of the aloe plant and they had patented that discovery. Well, I knew that the aloe plant was the most healing plant in the world. So I thought, if this is true, I just struck gold. Well, it was true. And they did put patents on. They, in fact, listed over 150 patents over the last 27 years. But I want to tell you today about my results on the product. And that's what you're going to hear about in this video. Our team has put together this series of stories so you can understand just what exactly the products can do for you. Now, it's all about building health. It's not about getting rid of disease, but our bodies are amazing, and you give them good nutrition, they can do amazing things. So what happened for me, even though I was looking at the company from a perspective of a business, I thought my health was fine. I did have some kind of serious breathing issues that I took medication for at the time. And so what I found was once I started on the product, I couldn't believe how much better I could feel. I thought I felt great, but I had so much more energy. I could go longer in the day. I wasn't a basket case at the end of my busy day of my banking job. And Paul and I would be, couch potatoes for the weekend. We just got energy and we could just do so much more. And then over time, I found that my breathing issues actually went away. I've been totally off medication for years now. And in fact, they've reduced the cost of my travel insurance because I no longer have that breathing problem. And just quickly to tell you about my husband, Paul, when he was about 19 years old, he was in a very serious car accident. It nearly cost him his life, many broken bones, and he was in the hospital for 4 months in traction. So you can imagine the state of his body. And his doctor at the time said, Paul, it's a good thing you're in banking because you'll have good insurance, because you may be in a wheelchair by the time you're in your 30s with all the damage that's been done to your body. Well, when we started on the products, we were in our early 40s, and Paul was starting to show serious signs from that accident. And in fact, I used to say to him, getting out of bed in the morning, be hanging onto the wall and try to get his body moving. And, he looked like an 80-year-old man getting out of bed. Well, after a few months on the product, it was incredible. He looked like a 16-year-old jumping out of bed in the morning. And here we are 27 years later. And he is perfectly healthy. He works out all the time. He just doesn't have any issues. So I really, truly believe it's because we've been giving our body all this good nutrition all these many years. And what do we take? We take Mannapol, which is the flagship product of the company. I actually mix it in with some amber toast, and that's the powerhouse right there. And the other product, we take all the products actually, but the ones we always take every day are these little packets as well, OSP packets. And what's in there is these little white pills are called Plus for your endocrine system. We call them our happy pill, your antioxidant here, and our vitamins. So what we're going to share now is other stories of other people and what the products have done for them. So I really hope you enjoy this, and it'll help you understand this isn't just another company. These products are amazing. They're backed by an 180-day guarantee. They could never do that unless the products work. And I just want to tell you one last little thing. Well, first of all, I'm 70 years old and I feel 20. So that'll give you some indication of how well the products work. But also, if we're in a room full of people, and some of them are guests and some of them are on Mannatech products, I can pick out the people that are on Mannatech products because they just have a glow about them. They have great energy. It helps their hair, their nails, their whole body. And it's just the glow that you get when you go on the Mannatech products. And when people get on them, they stay on them. So enjoy the rest of the stories. Thanks so much.
Hello, I am Olga Negron, and I'm here to share my story, which I hope will change the life of many people, hoping and praying for something to come to their life. I want you to picture this. During the night, I was tossing and tossing and tossing, and I couldn't sleep well. During the morning, forget it. I will have to drag my body to the edge of the bed and then slowly sit down and slowly get up in order for me to walk to the bathroom, and not walking normally. I will drag my feet to the bathroom. This was every single day. My hands, when you're going to say something, you say, oh, I was going to say the same thing, and you hit your hands on the table. I will have to hold my hand very tight, very tight, very tight, because it felt horrible. It was the feeling like needles coming out of each of my fingers. That was my life every single day. I couldn't be sitting down for more than 10 minutes because I couldn't get up. It was every single day. I went to different specialists. One of them told me, just don't think about it. Don't think about it. Really? The other one said, Olga, you're going to have to live with this. You're going to have to learn how to live with this, because I was on different medication and it was getting worse, really. It wasn't until Dr. Mercado and his wife said, here is the Ambertose. Here are the vitamins, the antioxidant, the plus. You're going to take it every single day, Olga. It's important to be consistent. Let's see what happens. God bless them. God bless them, and God bless Mannatech. My life changed completely. Now I sleep well. I used to have a friend, oh no, she's my friend, that told me, Olga, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You look great. I mean, I remember when you used to walk like a penguin. And I said, excuse me, like a penguin. And when I went like this, I said, of course, it was like dragging my body everywhere. But now I do the Victoria walk. I'm telling you, I feel great, great, great. So I thank God, and I thank Mannatech, and I thank my doctor and Lillian for presenting me with this changing life. Thank you for listening, and I hope it answers your prayers. Thank you, guys.
So when I was younger, I had a childhood illness, and with this particular blood disorder, I was put on all kinds of steroids and antibiotics, and the medical treatment was pretty brutal. I was in and out of the children's hospital, and at the age of 12, I then in addition fell out of a car. And when I did that, they couldn't control my platelet count. So they removed my spleen. After they removed my spleen, I had every bacteria, I contracted every virus that I was ever exposed to. And from the age of 12 to the age of 21, I was very sick. I was put on another realm of medications, and my parents and I tried everything. Probably when I was around 19, my mom and I started looking into more naturopathic, homeopathic type of herbals, anything. I was willing to try anything. I became very depressed at the age of 20 and had a very difficult life. Friends of my parents introduced them to this product, and they called me and said, we just heard about this product. You got to try it. And I was like, I've tried everything. I'm done. And they said, just one more thing. We heard this could be life-changing. So I got on the product, and to make a very long story short, I stayed on the product, and within 8 months, I had a total reversal of all my health conditions. I have been off medications and antibiotics now for 28 years, and it's been an incredible, incredible journey for me. because it changed my life, because people saw what had happened, and the total reversal of everything, not being in the hospital, not being on medications, life changes. My friends started asking me, what are you doing? What's different? What are you taking? And so before I even knew it, I was starting to share the story. Family and friends started taking the product, and then they had their own story. And that's basically what this business is all about. This business is being able to share a story, share your story. And one of my things that I would want to make sure everybody takes home tonight is the power of never giving up. We call it grit. When I'm teaching my kindergarten kids, we call it grit. It's never giving up. Giving your body a chance to do what it's supposed to do, and giving your body long enough. So I gave myself 8 months of taking this product religiously in order for my cells to regenerate and to change. And after 8 months, I've never gone back. I've never missed a day. And my son is now 21, and he missed his first day, his freshman year of college. In fact, when mom wasn't putting it on the counter anymore, my son got sick for the very first time at the age of 19. So we had incredible stories even with him. But when I was younger, when Zachary was younger, I decided I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And I was successful sharing this other and sharing my stories with others. So because I wanted to do that, I looked at the business side. My parents were also doing this full time. They became presidentials within 6 months. And it was a journey that has now also, as a single parent, has changed my life. I am so grateful that the residual income provides me, that I can now help my son, who is a senior in college at University of Southern Florida in Orlando. And I am able to provide a life for him that I never thought I'd be able to as a single parent. I'm very grateful to have my own business, to be able to work from home, and to continue to share my story and help people maybe earn a little extra income to help change their life someday.
18 years ago, I was working as a 911 operator and dispatcher, and I was right in the middle of the rat race. I was commuting and working long hours and crazy shift work, and of course the job was really demanding in itself. And when I went back to work after my son was born, my health just totally crashed. I was 36, but I felt like I was 86, and I was exhausted all the time. My whole body just ached. I felt like I was stuffed full of cotton batting in my head, and honestly, I was really cranky. I realized in that moment that my job owned my life. So besides feeling not very well, I felt kind of hopeless about what to do in my situation. And I just wanted to be a mom first. I wanted to have the energy, and I wanted flexibility to work my career around my family schedule. And that's when an ex-coworker told me about Mannatech. And I was so impressed with the discovery and the patents. And it was the stories of people getting their health and their lives back, like these ones here. I wanted that. And to make a long story short, these products absolutely had a profound effect on my health. I got my energy back and my vitality, and I got my happy self back, which was so cool. And then I decided I need to tell others about this. So by sharing Mannatech, I helped them change their lives positively too, and I was eventually able to leave my stressful job and be a mom first, which was my dream come true. So in this career I found, versus a 911 career, we actually get to have a whole lot of fun. And we've been able to earn trips to Costa Rica and Bahamas and Mexico and Alaska and Maui. And these are all vacations we never would have been able to do if it wasn't for Mannatech. So I will be forever grateful to my friend Val for sharing this with me. She had to share it a few times. I had to, I'd be shooken up a little bit there. And anyway, it's just totally given me my life back.
My name is Rebecca Phillip, and I live in Orlando, Florida, and I am a branch manager at a local bank. Misery and despair are two words that can sum up how the last 10 plus years of my life was. In 2006, I woke up one day with a cough. And about, weeks as the cough got worse and it became just, I was coughing more and more, I decided to go see my doctor. Well, over the last 10 years, I had seen over 5 specialists about this one chronic cough. No one could tell me what was truly going on. They all had different recommendations for me and told me what I should do. However, no one could tell me, hey, Rebecca, this is exactly what's going on in your body. The last 10 years have been beyond difficult. My quality of life tremendously went down. I wasn't able to exercise because the more I would exercise, the more I would cough. Because of it, I gained weight. When I would go out and I would meet new people, immediately I'd get that look of, am I going to get this girl's, what they would assume was a cold or cough? And I would quickly have to say, don't worry, what I have is something else. I promise you won't be getting this. You won't get sick. I became so self-conscious. I wasn't sleeping at night. So during the day, even by 10 a.m. when I would be at work for only 2 hours, I was exhausted. I didn't want to hang out with friends. I didn't want to go out. And I just remember my finances, being as young as I was meeting my deductible with every single year, my medical deductible. Being so young, I was frustrated. Why am I spending this much money on seeing doctors and no one is able to help me? Well, in 2017, I woke up out of bed that day and I greeted my family as I would in the morning. And I'll never forget this day because I woke up and I fell to the floor just sobbing uncontrollably. And I remember my mom running towards me and she said, what's going on? I said, Mom, that's it. I don't want to live anymore. Not like this. I said, I hate my life. And she put her arms around me and she said, I love you so much. And then from there, she said, are you willing to try anything? And I said, yes, please. Now, mind you, I said, my parents have been taking these products for over 20 plus years and they're thriving. Now, over the past 10 years, sure, I tried the products, but not consistently at all. I would go on, go off as I pleased. She said, can you take these Mannatech products as if your life depended on it? And so I started on Ambertose and Nutraveris, and I took it every single day as if my life depended on it. Well, 4 months later, I'm not kidding you, 4 months later, I had a new life. My cough had 100% gone away. I was exercising. I was hanging out with friends. I wasn't excusing myself from, you can touch my hands, you're not going to get sick. And I will never, ever stop thanking God for this awesome blessing, but also I will never stop thanking Mannatech for these amazing products. Thank you so much.
Yeah, for me, a little bit about myself. I've been playing soccer since I was 5 years old. I played basically my whole life. And my Mannatech journey really started in 2020 when COVID hit. I signed my first real professional contract in 2020. I now play for CF Montreal in the MLS. And then when everything shut down, I started to realize, my impact I could have away from the game. So I started to think about ways I can get in my community at home, other businesses and stuff I wanted to partnership with. So, my aunt is a part of the Mannatech family, Chrissy Cozell. She's actually in this call right now. So from that time, I was young, she's always wanted me to try Mannatech. She's always talking about Mannatech. She loves the business, loves the organization. So I've heard about it from her. And, in 2020, I really wanted to make, a change. I started to look at my body physically, but also mentally. I wanted to, impact in other ways other than, on the soccer field, and Mannatech was a great way for me to do that. So I heard it from her and I owe a lot to her. Based on the products, I carry a lot of my stress in my gut. So my gut problems were an area of concern for me. And then also my recovery time as an athlete is huge. Sometimes in the MLS we'll play, a game on Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. We only have about 3 or 4 days to really recover in that time. So I started to look at those elements in terms of how I wanted to treat my body. And, as an athlete, I'm very weary of what I put into my body as well. There's obviously an anti-doping list that we can't have certain, products on. We can't take certain supplements. So Mannatech was huge for me in that way, knowing that it's all safe. It's very organic. It's very, very high quality products. And for me, that was one of my biggest skepticism in terms of getting all the products in the first place, is I wasn't really sure what it was about. I didn't know the science behind it, but after learning, what a great organization is and the high quality products they have, it was a no-brainer for me. So for me, I take an optimal support packet. I take sport, I take omega-3s. I have impact every single day for hydration. What else? The GI Pro Balance for my gut. I'm basically taking, a lot of things to help my recovery time, and also the gut issues that I did have before, but I actually don't have now because I've been on Mannatech for, the last 3 years. So it's been an amazing journey for me, amazing, products to help me recover and for my gut health as well. Then also the other aspect, which is to me the most important part, was again the impact off the field, and that's with the M5M Foundation. Knowing that every time I buy products, or my friends buy products, or my family buys products, that we're helping malnourished families and kids around the world. So for me, that was a huge part of the reason why I wanted to be a part of that organization in the first place. Not only for its, its great high quality products, but also the difference that we're making, in the world. So for us, if we all do our job in making sure that we do, little changes for ourselves, I think change starts with us. So as soon as I made that change and starting to take products to really understand what the organization, the business is all about, we can make that change on a way greater scale. So thank you for listening to kind of my story on my journey with Mannatech, and I'm just looking forward to the next chapter of my life as well.
Thank you so much for watching our video. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, if you've got questions or you'd like to know how you can get these products, please reach out to me either by email or text, and I'll be so happy to help you. So once again, thanks for your time and have a great day. Bye now.